If you're making or even posting fake AI porn, in the very near future, you may be getting real-life fucked. And that's because today you had a bipartisan group of senators led by Ted Cruz rolling out legislation that would crack down on deepfake revenge porn, with them wanting to make it a federal crime to publish non-consensual intimate imagery, or NCII. And in addition to making it illegal to knowingly post this content online, the bill would also require social media companies to develop procedures to remove this kind of content within 48 hours of receiving valid notification from a victim, with it also mandating that the platforms make, quote, reasonable efforts to remove copies of the images. And in the press release outlining the measure, lawmakers argued that this bill is necessary to close enforcement gaps and create a uniform federal process for removing AI porn and prosecuting those who post it. Or with it explaining that while almost all states have some kind of law protecting people from revenge porn, only 20 explicitly cover deepfakes. And then even the states that do have laws on the books, they have different classifications for the crimes and the penalties, resulting in uneven prosecution. And this is the victims of AI porn have repeatedly struggled to have images removed without specific federal rules for social media companies in place. And beyond that, you have the sponsors of this new proposal arguing that the laws that are in place right now at the federal level, they do not go far enough. Because Congress passed legislation 2 years ago creating a civil cause of action for victims to sue people who publish revenge porn. But this bipartisan group, they argue it's ineffective. And there, I mean, it's hard to argue that the laws aren't inadequate. I mean, it feels like every other week we're talking about another celebrity who's been the target of AI porn. It seems like everyone's been hit. Taylor Swift, Billie Eilish, Jenna Ortega, Pokimane, but also it's not limited to just famous people. Regular everyday people and even minors have fallen victim. And this isn't like anecdotal, it's not just perception. There are actual stats that back up the recent boom of this kind of content. With, for example, an analysis done by Wired finding 244,625 deepfake porn videos being uploaded to top websites in the last 7 years. So a key thing there is nearly half of all those videos were uploaded just in the first 9 months of last year. And a report from Home Security Heroes finding producers of AI porn increased their output by 464% year over year just in 2023 alone. But here's the thing, this is just a bill. It is being proposed. We do not know if it's going to pass. And I say that because up to this point, lawmakers have really failed to address this in a meaningful way. And in general, what we've seen are them introducing competing bills and stepping on each other's toes. I mean, literally just last week, one of the Republican sponsors of this new bill blocked another bipartisan proposal that would have allowed victims of non-consensual deepfakes to sue people who had created, possessed, or distributed the content. Right, so there seems to be an agreement that something needs to be passed here, but what? Is it this? Is this the winner? Or is this just another part of the cycle where we just say things and then we fight and then nothing happens?